Welcome to the real underworld.
Wow. It feels so empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter. A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile. I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
So there's gonna be a fight? Good. I need something to punch.
Don't get too excited, Grace. Orpheus is hardly a worthy foe.
Really? Even though he took your throne?
He took an empty throne after I left. That does not make him a king. Just someone else that's in my way.
In our way, you mean?
Yes, in our way.
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
It should. His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left with nothing. Hades tricked him, you see, and with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours?
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here for.
I'm gonna fight him?
Oh, you'll see.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Come. It's time to cross the Styx. The ferryman will come soon. As we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination. I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Kore Sotiera, once queen of the underworld, and shall be again. No, Corone, I did not bring you any cards. I am not here to entertain you.
Hey there! I'm Grace, idol and last of the muses. Is that enough?
Of course she's a muse. Why would she lie about such a thing? He says he's always liked the muses, and that you're very pretty. No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Corone. Stop asking.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him. See? You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes, what fun. Thank you for encouraging him. Let's get underway, Corone. It's a long ride to the throne room. I wouldn't touch that. Way too much for you. Overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story, every memory winds up here in the water. I used to dream that this river would rise, swallow the anger, tears in my eyes. Then suddenly I was found alone. I destroyed Hades, but was denied his throne.
Ilia's dead here, isn't it?
Everything here is fading away. She needs her queen.
We're here for Freddy, too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me.
It wasn't your fault. There was no right or wrong. It wasn't your fault. You didn't belong. If my life was stolen, I wouldn't know where to turn. Candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
Someone's coming. There's music floating through. Someone's coming. And it has me singing too. We have visitors. I think we all know what to do. To the throne room. This bard's about to meet a muse.
There's someone singing with us.
That would be Orpheus.
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than that.
Someone's
You
coming.
better be ready.
A wolf is waiting in the tomb.
He's a master of his
Someone's
craft.
coming.
We have to take
I
back
can feel them howling at the moon.
what is mine.
Forget why we came here.
There's a name here
I won't forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Orpheus, I've been... What happened to the music?
I have been waiting for you, Persephone, for so long. And you brought a muse. Hi. Lovely tune, by the way. Can't remember the last time I collaborated with someone so talented. No offense, Benny. Welcome to my underworld. Let me treat you to a song, a welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all. Muse, any requests? Questions?
Are you really that good?
Do, down, out, loop it. I wouldn't say that I'm good. I wouldn't say that I'm great. I wouldn't say that my timing's perfect. I wouldn't say that I'm late.
But you can say that he's
The best that's ever been. The best you've ever seen. The best you've ever heard. And I haven't even really sung a single word.
I think I chose poorly.
Okay, just getting a gauge. Not your thing? Try again. Another request?
My friend is dead. Can you help me?
Loop. The river keeps secrets deep in the water. How far do you sink till you're buried below? I challenged the fates and found my Eurydice, but you had to kill her, and I won't let it go. You're asking the wrong person.
It was wasn't your fault. How are you to react? It wasn't your fault. Now there's no turning back. If my love was taken, I wouldn't know where to turn. Your candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
This tete-a-tete is over. If he's the victim, what am I?
Queen, let's not lose our composure. The muse understands.
Well, I won't comply. I'd rather die.
Corpses in crowns, tangled and trapped. Eyes full of cobwebs, only looking back. Don't you see what I see? Looks all dead to me, you're both the same.
The same?
I like what you're doing, Muse, but I thought you'd be on my side.
The bard is to blame for the hell that he's been in.
Persephone, you're the reason I'm here. I'm not here to give in.
Oh, you think I will?
Can I get this through both of your heads? You're fighting over something that's dead. I mean, you should have seen this coming.
There's no point in reasoning with him, Grace.
Oh, I believe she was speaking to us both.
I certainly wish I'd seen you coming.
It isn't your fault. Hades broke you both down. It isn't your fault. This is a little ghost town. But you're forgetting Freddie. I just want her return.
Candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
It's a slow burn.
It's a slow
You both exist somewhere on the border between real and imagined, the living, the dead. So how can this place be everything you dreamed of? You both deserve more. You must let it go. You both deserve more than this stupid throne.
We have been fools.
You're right. Yet, what about the throne? We can't just leave it empty, can we?
All that going around in circles, digging up old wounds, and for what? So you can fight over a chair. There.
You dare. What gives you the right to interfere in this manner? That throne was not yours to break.
I'm sorry, it felt like the right thing to do.
Oh, Grace, you are infuriating. Is there a voice in your head that tells you to make decisions for everyone else?
There really isn't even a small part of you that knows this had to happen.
Knows what? I should toss aside something I paid for, bought with the blood of my husband? So what's your plan now, Grace? I assume you must have one after that big demonstration.
My plan? It's exactly the same as it was before.
You've lost me.
Come on, Persephone. Do you really expect me to believe you just showed up at my apartment eager to help? You wanted to do this, but you couldn't. You needed to convince me, to convince Apollo, to convince Hermes to help you. And for that, you'd say anything, right? You'd tell us there was a way to contact the Fates.
Which there never was. You're correct.
And Freddie?
If the throne alone could bring somebody back from the dead, surely even Orpheus would have figured it out.
Well, I thought maybe there's some limit to her cruelty. Maybe she's not as bad as she seems. But it's not true. You really are just that heartless, aren't you?
You're the one who destroyed my throne, Grace. You started this.
And you never intended to help me. Right from the start. It was all to get what you wanted.
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
Why? We can't bring her back.
Not without great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet, you might have spoken to her. I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
Hey.
Freddie, you're here.
Yeah, I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Fred,
No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
I do. I want to go back. I want it all to go back. It's not supposed to end like this.
This isn't the end. Hey, it's not by a long shot. You still have a whole story to finish.
Without you?
Yeah. Without me.
I don't want to.
Well, I don't blame you. I happen to be really good company. Hey, no.
I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here. Someone you really need to meet.
Calliope? This... You can't be real. Your soul is inside Grace.
My
just don't...
Eidolon is inside Grace. The rest of me... I'm here, Persephone.
This is real.
I guess you two were better acquainted than you said. Huh, Persephone?
We parted ways years ago. Persephone couldn't take my lectures any longer.
I'd take them now. I miss them.
No, you don't. Think about how bitterly we argued at the end. Don't blame yourself. Not when there are so many fond memories to cherish instead.
We need to know what happened to you, Calliope. How did you die?
Why didn't you come to me? If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have, but I couldn't let you be drawn into Apollo's prophecy as well.
Apollo's prophecy?
He didn't tell you? No, I don't suppose he could have. It's a long story.
You don't mean to say that Apollo is responsible for your death, right? But his prophecy is.
Yes. It said I needed to die.
Someone else knew about the prophecy. Athena.
No.
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the reliquary. I barely escaped. I fled back to the mortal world. To you.
Apollo hates using his power. Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
Apollo was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me. He was torn. Telling me meant I was locked into it. I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
Why did you go to the reliquary? We know about the mirror, but...
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could, if they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
What was the prophecy? Surely I need to hear it.
If I tell you, you'll be locked into it, just like me.
But the prophecy doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
It doesn't just involve you, does it? It involves me. It must, or you wouldn't hesitate.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols. The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives.
And I'm the last muse.
And now you know the prophecy.
You went to Pan for the key to the reliquary, right?
Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Oh. Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
I'm sure he feels guilty enough, my love.
Why come to me? Of all the places you could have run to, why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought, just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
I don't blame you, in case you're wondering.
You don't?
You didn't ask for all this to happen. You did the best you could, Calliope.
Thank you for saying that, Grace. Truly.
Athena's gonna pay for this. She will pay.
She wanted to save the idols. And I wanted that too.
You weren't about to kill anyone to get it. Time to say goodbye, I guess.
So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud of you, but it's time to go. I never truly saw before how trapped we were, so far from shore. Great at the time, but it's time to go.
within my soul. You will remain with me, a best friend through the dark. Gone, you're irreplaceable. It's time to go. It was quick and so was I was not prepared to die, but Grace, I choose this, and I know you'll get by. It's time. So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud, Grace. Freddie, I gave everything to watch you go. I know. Now it's time to go. It's time to go.
You've returned. And I see Freddie isn't with you. I'm so sorry, Grace. Did you at least get to speak to the Fates?
No.
Then what happened?
We know what happened. We know about the prophecy and Athena.
Oh.
That's all you have to say? Oh? You knew. You knew the truth this entire time, even when you said you were helping Grace.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Why did you agree to help and then lie? You even said you thought Pan was responsible.
I didn't know how she died, or who else was involved.
But you knew Athena was behind it.
I thought I could nudge you in the right direction. Help you find the truth without learning about the prophecy.
Well, you failed. We know it now.
Then it's done. You're locked into it.
Isn't the prophecy open to interpretation? Couldn't you be wrong about how it ends?
When am I not wrong, Grace?
That's right. Leave. It's what you're best at. I don't know how this will affect your trial. We could tell them what we've learned. Even without proof, it makes enough sense that Athena couldn't just brush it off. But if she believes you need to die in order to save the idols, if she truly believes that, it won't matter what anyone says.
Then I'll just have to stop her, won't I?
You want to challenge the leader of the chorus in front of everyone.
She isn't giving me much of a choice.
Well, I dare say she has more of a fight in store for her than she would ever expect.
Is that a vote of confidence?
When you go to the trial, I'll back your play, up to and including overthrowing Athena. Calliope would approve.
But what about...
Just so you understand, our chances aren't good. I suggest you do whatever necessary to prepare.
Great.
Pan? Are you here? Pan! All right then. Guess I'll just head off.
I thought you didn't want to see me anymore. You're not here to yell at me, are you?
That depends. Do you still think I'm a lost cause? Dead woman walking?
I think if anyone could find a way out of this predicament, it would be you.
Very carefully said.
I certainly thought so. I've been practicing in a mirror and everything. Ah, you've learned something. Something not altogether pleasant, I'm guessing. Tell you what, Grace. Let's indulge in one last transaction. Relay what you've learned, and I'll see if I've any advice to offer.
Okay, where do I begin?
Well, of course it was Athena.
Wait, you knew?
No, how could I?
So what now?
Let the prophecy play out.
Huh?
Let it play out. It doesn't say the last muse will die, just that she must for the idols to continue. Perhaps the idols shouldn't continue. Seems reasonable enough.
I doubt Athena would agree. Or many of the other idols, for that matter.
Yes, well, if history says anything about the idols, it's that we're a bunch of reactionaries who make poor decisions. Frankly, change is long overdue. Continuing on as we have been isn't appealing, and I doubt I'm the only one who thinks so. I'm rather looking forward to the trial now. How exciting.
Oh, it's you. Paul comes in, mopier than his usual mopey self, and won't say a word about why. But of course, it's you.
I'm not responsible for Apollo being upset. As usual, he's done it to himself.
And you're here to, what, rub his nose in it? You think he needs more of that? Look, I'm not stupid. I don't buy into this god crap, but I know Paul and the rest of you are not on the right side of normal. Even so, Paul is a good guy. Leave him alone. He doesn't want to talk to you.
It's all right, Oracle. I think Grace and I need a moment alone, if you please.
Oh, sure. Don't mind me. It's not like I was in the middle of anything.
You're angry. You have every right to be.
You think I need to be protected, Apollo, but I don't. Certainly not by you.
It wasn't that I thought you helpless, Grace. It was that I was the one who set this all in motion. When I first became Apollo, I was so sure I could help people. Help the world. I ignored the warnings. You have no idea how many lives I ruined before I stopped. I never should have given in to Athena. This one time, I thought that maybe maybe it will be different.
Well, couldn't it be? You said yourself, prophecies don't always work the way you think they will.
That's true. I did say that. I hope you can forgive me, Grace.
Yeah, I get it. It's not easy, but I get it.
I suppose I'll see you at the trial, Grace. As always, if you need me, I'll stand by you.
Thank you.
Did you forget something, Grace?
It felt like we hadn't quite finished our conversation.
It seemed pretty finished to me. What more is there to discuss?
How about you? Are you okay?
Oh, I am many miles from okay, Grace.
Don't you want to talk about it?
Calliope would not have approved of the way I acted. But then she seldom did. It was so good to see her in Hades, to have her say she forgives me. I just wish it were as easy to forgive myself.
Well, I forgive you, if that makes it any easier.
You forgive me? I should be the one forgiving you.
Well, do you?
Fine. Yes, if that's what you want, yes. Is it any easier out there? Do you miss being immortal, Grace?
It's been a week, Persephone. If I live past the trial, I'll let you know.
Yes, the trial.
It's a whole thing, I hear.
Whatever happens, Calliope will approve of us defying Athena.
So this is it. All your new friends have lied to you, but somehow they're gonna get you through the trial, right? I wish Freddy were here.
like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. I'll embrace the fire as it burns deep inside, bright enough to guide me, an ocean defied. But as I burn, they've all turned away one by one. In the end, am I alone? Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold water, no star to be seen. In your heart we remain. You do not sail in vain. In my heart you remain. I do not sail in vain.
Okay, here we go. Hello?
Oh, Grace, there you are. Everyone is already waiting for you on Olympus.
Care to explain how this is supposed to work? I don't exactly have an itinerary.
How this works is, you follow us. Welcome to Old Olympus, dear.
Is this a real place?
It's the memory of a real place, which for us is the same thing. Let's begin, shall we? Brothers, sisters, everyone, look around you. We few who remain fled to this new land to escape the war, but we are not out of danger. I waited to tell you until I was certain, and now I am. The idols are dying. It will not be long before even our immortality deserts us. The time for extreme measures has arrived.
Extreme measures, such as murder. Would you sacrifice idols to save them, Athena? Seems counterproductive, doesn't it?
It is not unknown for a physician to cut off a limb in order to save the patient.
Oh, that's what you are? The heroic doctor, out to heal the poor, sick idols?
I am trying to save us! I will do anything and everything in my power and beyond to save us from extinction.
You'll do anything? Tell them. Let them know what that anything includes. Tell them about the prophecy Apollo gave you, and how you've interpreted it. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives. Isn't that how it goes?
It's true.
We spoke to Calliope in Hades. She told us how you sent the Furies after her.
You couldn't have.
Yes, I could. There's more to an idol than just the eidolon. Maybe you even knew that once, but you've forgotten it, just like all the idols have. You don't know everything, Athena.
No, I do not accept this. You are lying.
You're the one who's been lying. Or would you like to explain to the idols how you murdered Calliope based on a vague prophecy? Tell them.
Yes, it's me. It's me. Of course, it's me. The one who gets it done. Don't you see? It had to be. You all turn away when I got the fish. Then you cry hooray once it's on the dish. That's how we do this. Yes, we. Yes, you and me. I have always cared for you. I'll always do all these things for you. All these things that you are not prepared to do.
You say you care, Athena, look around. The way you care grinds these idols down. From up above, you played your puppet show. You called it love. Athena, did you know you're turning them to ghosts?
Sorry, little bird, time to wring your neck.
This I know, once the muse is dead, questions creep, they'll burrow in my head. What did I do? What didn't I do? All this time, you've shown us what to sing. Wisdom, that's what you bring. Is that still true?
This coming from you. You're lost, little boy. You've lost all perspective. You're ready to throw this away, to throw us aside. I'm not hearing wisdom here, I'm hearing pride. None of you see. So it's down to me. It's fine, I'll take all the blame. I'll take all the pain. Think you see it all, you just see a scrap. You wanna make the call, you need to hold the map. You cloistered children. It's time for you and all who stand with you. Yes, you too. Form a queue. Time to follow through. that you'll feel regret. I know you know I'm right. You feel it deep inside.
If I stop now, Olympus is wrecked. Cause and effect.
It's time to do something new. I'm ready to see.
Really? Pan, you?
The way I see it, if you have to take Grace, then you definitely have to take me.
Grace, I love you. Oh, not in that way. I just meant to say you're great, Grace, and I'm with you. Well, I'm not with you. I'm just you know what I mean.
Of course, it's me. Because of me, this prophecy would come to be. My Olympus is gone, and you're all looking on at a stranger wearing my face. My Olympus is gone. Now I'm some other one. Just how long has she been in place? You can talk about your journey, honey, I don't care. The only thing that matters is you put yourself there. There was a voice in me that shouted, Athena, you be strong. Be strong. No cost is great enough. It was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong, and now I don't know what the right thing is. I leave it up to you what to do with this. That's for me. And this, Calliope. Now we're done. Say bye to everyone. You're off to take a new exciting role in some dark hole. There you go. Now it's yours to drive. Let's see how long you stay alive.
Are you finished? You've been talking forever.
We're done, yes.
And?
You certain about that chair, brother? You've always said you didn't want it.
I think it's about time, don't you?
Responsibility suits you, Apollo. Maybe one day you'll even button up your shirt.
Well, fortunately I won't be in the position long enough to find out. We've decided to disband the chorus. No more laws, no more hiding from mortals. It's time the idols found a new way.
You're planning to tell everyone what we really are? Isn't that risky?
We'll give it some time to let those who are afraid go into hiding, but it needs to happen. We have to rejoin the world.
I have a few thoughts as to how you could go about revealing yourselves.
I was hoping you might.
If there's time, we could prepare a campaign.
A campaign? You make it sound like preparing for battle.
It is, kinda. The idols would be stars before you know it. If you're famous enough, there's only so much that can be done to you.
Now that is a marvelous idea indeed.
Could you all give Grace and I a moment, please? Well, you did it. You survived.
And fulfilled the prophecy while I was at it.
What do you mean?
I'm the last muse. It was my trial. Now what's happening to the idols because of it?
We're no longer continuing?
Not like before. The chorus is ending. This is what Athena was trying to prevent.
Obviously, you're as free to go as any of the idols, but I do hope you'll remain with us. We need you.
Of course I'll stay. You'll all start arguing again the minute I leave, otherwise.
Oh, we'll probably do that even if you stay.
Character growth, Apollo. If you can do it, so can the rest of the idols.
Let's hope you hold on to that optimism. What do you say, Grace? Ready to face the music one more time?
Always. Of course you're both here. In my apartment. Why wouldn't you be?
We were waiting for you.
How does it feel to be the idol spokesperson appearing on every newscast, reputable and otherwise?
I'm exhausted.
The Oracle has been keenly following your progress. She records every appearance, every interview. She may be your biggest fan.
The way she talks, you'd think she never doubted who you were.
Well, at least she's been of great help to your online campaign.
Everyone here has also been busy. Would you like to hear the latest?
Has anyone heard about Athena? It's been a while.
I was having her followed for a time. After the idols went public, however, she vanished off the map completely.
You had Athena followed?
Well, you're far more trusting than I, brother. We can't count on Athena laying low forever now that the song is over. Last I heard, she was heading back to the old country, on a ship like it was the 19th century. Why, I have no idea.
If I had to guess, I imagine she went in search of Zeus.
Whoa. Could he even be found?
If Zeus is out there, Athena will find him. If she does, I guarantee we haven't seen the last of her.
Is Hermes still around? I'm surprised they're not here with the rest of you.
Well, we've barely seen them of late.
Hermes has been busy. They've become a social media darling, or so the Oracle tells me.
The truly amusing part is that they're not even trying to be famous. They simply can't help it.
Hermes likes to people please, it's true.
Hopefully it won't backfire on them. Fame is a double-edged sword.
Hermes lives a charmed life. Never fear.
Well, it's odd seeing their face on so many billboards, but I agree. Let Hermes have their fun.
What about you, Apollo? Still planning on leaving the city?
Not right away. I've been helping the idols remaining at Olympus learn how to live as part of the mortal world.
Every day he parades about the city with idols in tow like frightened ducklings, showing them how the world works.
But Apollo barely knows how the world works.
Well, that's what makes it funny. It's the blind leading the blind.
And after that?
I don't know. I was thinking of traveling for a time. Despite my age, there are so many places I haven't been.
What you mean is that all the attention on the idols is driving you to distraction.
It is a bit disconcerting. The photographers following me around, the letters addressed to the sun god. I don't know what to do with it all. Even so, I'm not running away. I'll be back. I simply think it's time to see the world again with my own eyes.
I still can't believe it's all over.
Oh, it's scarcely over, Grace. Now that you've toppled the castle, it's barely just begun.
Oh, I didn't do that.
On the contrary, you absolutely did.
Perhaps we should leave you alone, Grace. You must be tired from your trip.
Kind of feels like this is it, huh? Like we won't see each other for a long time.
No. Not like this. You're right.
Everything has changed.
Stormy skies clear, soft breeze blow.
The ocean lies calm, stars are out.
We'll chart our paths, I've no doubt.
Where will we end up with different routes? A fresh coat of paint, sails unfurled, ready to go.
Watching the shore as we drift away.
Lost in the sunrise,